Hello viewers, I am Major General Neelendra Kumar for the YouTube channel Lex Consilium Foundation and the playlist INSA Milieu. This interview here with Professor Ravi Prakash was meant to be of help to thousands and more students in India of technical subjects who are keen to go out for an engineering degree or postgraduate degree, and also for the academic staff who is involved, who's tasked to teach them. Particularly having regard to your experience with the 4 universities in UK, and I would like to repeat that: Salford University, thereafter Cranfield University, followed by Bath University, and culminating with North Staffordshire University, and earlier with IIT, BHU and Pilani. Now these are formidable names, and later on when you returned to India, you were with the Jaypee University as Vice Chancellor, with the Amity University, which is again carries a very heavy name, particularly in private universities, and in North India, you were the Director General of Engineering and Technology. I would be keen to know that what would be your suggestions if you are asked to the UGC and to All India Council for Technical Education in domain of all, whether it is the standard of teaching, the syllabus laid down by them, system of examination. What are the 2-3 major recommendations or suggestions that would come from you?
Thank you, sir. Let me put it this way. There was no check and balances in the engineering colleges, especially in private sector and smaller engineering colleges. They used to do whatever they wanted to do. They will not have teachers, but the list will show they have so many teachers. They will not have the library, they will show so many books are there. So that became a big problem because it was becoming a farce in the name of B.Tech degree or engineering education. Therefore, All India Council for Technical Education or AICTE came in picture, and they laid down certain rules and they started inspecting those colleges. Where are the books? Where are the furnitures? Where are the staff members? And to a great extent, these things have been plugged, but not fully, but major things have been done. Idea of these things were to maintain the education standard, not to dominate. But what is happening now, for some good engineering colleges and good engineering institutions, it is becoming a hurdle also, because they cannot go by their own wish for the betterment. They will say, no, AICTE does not permit that, and therefore we cannot do that. This should not be there. Minimum standard AICTE and UGC are fine, but after that, good colleges should be allowed to go beyond that also. If they want to introduce new subject, there should not be any curb on that. Otherwise, what will happen then? It's every college will be doing small little things, and that will not lead our students to anywhere. We have to be very careful that how much should be curbed and how much should be promoted. I feel academics generally are very good people. They will develop new courses, they will have new syllabus, new experimentation. But if you follow exactly AICTE way of teaching, that only these subjects can be there, only these experiments can be there, no, then I am not for it, because then it is curbing the free growth, which is not. UGC also same way is very good, but basically UGC is a funding authority. It's not keeping a tab on whether you are having so many teachers or not, whether you are having furniture or not, library or not. That job is given to AICTE. UGC is for overall educational development, and therefore UGC I have nothing more to say, because UGC is doing its job. Distribution of funds provided by government to different universities and colleges, that is their main job. And AICTE should be looking after the standard of education has to be maintained. It should not be a big, so many engineering colleges opened because money charge was very high, and therefore they were coming, initially they got admission, but then they started closing the engineering colleges because there were hardly any admission and became very difficult to run, and the reason was they were not maintaining educational standard, and therefore they started closing down. Those who were maintaining are flourishing. Take Amity for example, so many millions of students now, which is not possible for ordinary engineering college. So one has to maintain the educational standard also and go for novelties, innovation, research, patents, everything. and then you start rising, and a student become very interested, because innovation is liked by students also. Design is also liked by students, and they start using their brain for these things rather than in petty little things. He said this to me, he said that to me. That should not be there. Their mind should be focused on innovation and research, and good performance will bring name and fame to the university, and many more students will join after that, and that's how a university grows. And then faculty selection should be very, very high. You should not take anybody because you have to show the number of teachers. How good the faculty is, what is the educational background, what is his knowledge, and how much interest does he take with the student, what is his behavior and all. Very, very strict selection should be there, because faculty build the university, not the other way around. And therefore faculty selection is very, very important indeed.
Connected to this, another question I'd like to ask you is that what is your take on the prevailing system of ranking and NAC?
Ranking does provide help to the students in selecting the universities where they want to get admitted, and there are many rankings going on. NIRF is there, and AICTE ranking is there, and THE, the Times Higher Education ranking is there. Foreign universities and all, THE ranking should be looked at, because if you go to THE ranking, MIT I think will be shown on the top. If you go to UK Times THE ranking, Oxford and Cambridge will be on the top. So this way student gets a help which universities are on the top, which are just below, which are equally good, but they are not at number one. But in India, NIRF ranking is basically based on publications. I feel that okay, from research point of view that is good, but there should be more marks for teaching also, because teaching should not be ignored for research. If a teacher is good, you should remember that teaching is art and science, how to teach, what is the knowledge, and that brings the university ranking, should bring university ranking to higher stage. Otherwise, it's not much of a difficult thing, and ranking helps students and parents especially to which university they should send their ward, because parents are very worried that I am going to spend lakhs and lakhs in a university, whether outcome will be there or not, and therefore ranking does help. But there are malpractices going on. Sometimes they will show a university which is never heard of in the top ranking, and university which is very well known like Indian Institute of Science in the bottom. So this is a big farce. So for that I blame the ranking system, the parameters which they use.
They are not above board in some cases.
In some cases, universities have stopped, sending their data for ranking for certain IITs, certain IIMs, including BITS Pilani also for 3-4 years. They did not send the data because they say it's big farce. We will not participate.
Yes.
So that is happening, but I think it should be ranking should be there. It may not be 100% correct, but 90% it gives the direction that these universities are good.
It serves the purpose.
It serves the purpose.
Okay. Thank you. Stay with us. This conversation with Professor Ravi Prakash would continue.